निशाचरचमू रामाय तस्मै नमः। रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्। रामे चित्तले सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर। राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। अथ माहेश्वर सूत्राणि अय्यण् रुल्रक् एयोङ् अय्यौच् अयवरट् लण् ञमङ न नम जवै घड़दश जब गड़दश खफ छ छ थ छ च तव कपई श श सर हल इति महेश्वर सूत्राणि. Okay, swagatam. Happy Ekadashi, everybody. This is Shravana Masa Shukla Ekadashi. So, indeed, this entire Masa is Punya Masa anyway. So, anyway, happy Ekadashi. Okay, so we're doing this one. Ven, are you there? I think Ven is there. Okay, so I think Ven was doing this shloka last time. Tasya vikshalitam vapuho shishoho parthivaha.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
When you want to take over, right? So, okay, Ven is our main man over here. He's a Sutradhara. Sutram Dharit Sutradhara. He's like what they call the MC or something nowadays, you know.
You know, I would like to say Sutradhari. In English, that would mean in English I'm being told, but in Sanskrit it may mean the opposite.
Sutradhari also will work. Sutradhari.
Yeah.
Different kind of samasa. But anyway, Patita Vamshajanmanaha Samvichintya Cha Dhanur Duranamam Pidito Dhitra Shulka Samsthaya. One more time. Tasya Vikshalitam Vapushishoho Parthivas Patita Vamshajanmanaha Samvichintya Cha Dhanur Duranamam Pidito Dhitra Shulka Samsthaya. You can also go nice and slow. Tasya Viksha Lalitam Vapuho Shishoho Parthivas Patita Vansha Janmanaha Samvichintya Cha Dhanur Duranamam Pidito Duhitru Shulka Samsthaya. So if you can just read it, it will also sink in more, because this language is a wonderful language. It has a phonetic effect. I mean, what should I say, acoustic effect, I think that's the right word to use. Okay, because it's all a Vak Parampara. There was no writing until recently. Everything was meant to be chanted, remembered like that. Okay, so we read the commentary last time. Let's just do a few grammar points. So, which is the Kriya Padam here? Which is the verb?
Piditaha.
Let's see. Tasya vikshalitam vapuho shishoho parthiha vichinti. But that's not a Tingantam Padam technically, is it?
It's not Tingantam, but I think it functions as, because
yeah, it's basically
Viksha and Vichintya both are like gerunds, so that leaves Pidita has the only option.
Piditaha brings with it the Adhyarutam Abhavat Atva Asid Atva Babhuva. So that is to be understood, you know. Piditaha Babhuva. Okay, so now there is no in fact that is understood. So sometimes these Kitab Pratyaya, it behaves like it has a Tingantam understood in there. So there's no need to put a Tingantam, you know. Okay, now who is the Karta of that vein?
Parthivaha.
This is called the Akanksha method, you know. Akanksha is that the Tingantam Padam you start, that is a Hridayam, that's the heart of the sentence. Then you ask the question, who is the Karta of that? Does he have a Visheshanam? Then you ask, who is the Karma? Is there a Karanam? Is there a Apadanam? Is there a Adhikaranam? Is there a clause in there maybe? So this is how we build the sentence. So we got so far Piditaha. So what is Dhatu there, Wayne?
I guess it's Pid.
Dhatu is Pid. Dhatu is Pid, and it's, I think it's a 10th Gana, Pidayati. Pid is to trouble, to afflict, you know. Now, you want to do the Prachara Kartik quickly for us? Let's inaugurate our document. Trying to make one point here, which is which Kartik will tell us anyway. Okay, that's Dhatu is Pid. We're trying to get the form Piditaha, simple form, you know, Mohitaha, you know, Karitaha. So let's see, what is the Pid? What's the Pratyaya, Kartik? First you have to add the niche.
Niche. Oh.
Churadibhyo swarthe niche. You cannot use any Churadigana Dhatu unless that's the point I'm trying to make. Because if you look at the shloka, it's not obvious that you have a nich pratyaya in there. You might think it's an idagama which is there, and you may not realize that there's actually a nich pratyaya in there also. So, so let's do pida plus nich, and this is churadibhyo swarte nich. Sutra number is 3125. So this churadigana dhatu, the swarte means artha parivartanam vina. Take nich pratyaya without any change in meaning. So normally when you add a pratyaya, it creates a new meaning with it. It comes in some meaning, you know. But this swarte is a term. Swarte means that there is no change in meaning. So this one which is given, because see, Panini never put any meaning in here. So he puts this, you know, Satya, Papasha, Rupa, Veena, these some Prajipadikam. These are all Prajipadikams. They take this nich pratyaya and the Churadibhyo nich. So unlike in the next sloka he puts, next sutram he puts the meaning of that, etc. But here he doesn't put anything. So, okay. So 3125, this is Swarte. Okay, what's the next step, Karthik?
We'll get PD because there is no guna in this case because the upadha is not laghu.
Upadha is not laghu, so that's going to give us the new dhatu, PD.
PD. Sanadyanta dhatavaha.
Sanadyanta dhatava is dhatu sanya. This house has to get a dhatu sanya, otherwise you cannot make any kudanta form. You cannot add any lakaras to it unless it has a dhatu sanya. So, because dhatu adhikara runs in the third adhyaya, Vashtadhyaya. So this gets a dhatu sanya. So this is a dhatu sanya. Okay. Now, all right. What's the next step now?
We have to add the kta pratyaya.
Kta pratyaya. What sutram can you use for that?
Kta pratyaya.
So okay, we take PD now. So I take PD and then add the kta pratyaya. Now when you add in pratyaya, this is krit pratyaya. There must be some sutra in this third chapter of the Ashtadhyayi that allows to add this pratyaya. Which one could it be?
31102.
Yes, the sutram is, as Kalpesh said, sutram is nishtha. Nishtha. This sutram is Ashtadhyayi in two places. In one place in the bhute adhikaraha. So bhute adhikara means any dhatu can take this pratyaya nishtha. And nishtha is defined as taktavatu nishtha. In the first chapter of Ashtadhyayi, where come all the definitions. In there, Panini will define taktavatu nishtha. If you look at the first chapter, somewhere in there you will see this taktavatu nishtha. Then after that, Panini uses, see, taktavatu nishtha is 1126. Taktavatu nishtha. Only tells what is meaning of this word nishtha. Nishtha means two in this Vyakarana Shastra. So taktavato, tavatoho, pratyayoho, nishtha sanya bhavati. Pratyayoho. So these two pratyayas, they take the name nishtha. So that is a short form to refer to takta and ktavatu. Okay. So 1126 gives the definition of nishtha, and 32102 tells you nishtha pratyaya can be used bhutarthe. You know, sarvebhya dhatubhya. Samanyena vidhiyate. It can be, there's no restriction as to which dhatu will take, not take. Okay. So 3.2, because bhute adhikara starts from 3.284. In that comes this, as Kalpesh said, nishtha. Okay, so let's do that. So we got that one. So this is by the 32102. And then we also use, now why do we use the kta and not ktavatu, Karthik? So you have two choices, kta and ktavatu. What differentiates these?
Kta is karmani and bhave, meaning tayoreva krityakta khalartha.
Because Janaka himself was afflicted. He didn't afflict somebody else. He himself was afflicted. So therefore, we want in the passive sense. The passive sense, if you want it, then we have to use kta. If you want to use an active sense, then we have to use the ktavatu. Now, how do we know that? Because the Sutram 3467 says kartari krit. So every krit pratyaya has a default in kartari. But then comes a special sutram which says tayoreva krityakta khalarthaha. So this kritya and the kta pratyaya, not ktavatu, only kta. So in the nishtha pratyayas, only the kta is karmani bhavecha. So that's how we know that if you want to use in the passive, use the kta. If you want to use in the active, then you default to kartari krit, which will be the ktavatu pratyaya. So if Janaka was troubling somebody else, then you have to use ktavatu. So 3469 is it was in the karmani. He was troubled. 3469 makes it karmani. Okay, these are all fundamental things, but I'll repeat it a few times till they sink in and become natural to us. Okay, now what's the next one, Karthik?
We have Lashakvatadhite, the ka is an it letter.
Correct.
And then
right here, so the ta is an it letter by Lashakvatadhite. From 132 to 138, Panini tells you how to pick out the markers. Very important, because all these technical terms have markers with them. Unless you know how to strip them off, it's very confusing as to what is going on. See the pratyaya kta, you might think there's a kakara there. The kakara is only an it letter. What's called it letter? Okay, AP
Satishi, that will be 3470.
Oh, wrong number. Sorry, 3470. Yes, 3470. Thank you. 3470. Tayoreva krityakta kalarthaha. Thank you. Okay. Now, what's the next step, Karthik?
Ardha dhatukasya id valadehe will have the idagama.
So the nisheda only is by what sutram normally? So 7 to 10 will do the in nishedha. Every dhatu as a default will allow the idagama. Only in nishedha is done from sutras, up to 7 to 34. So here no nishedha is prartaha because of the fact that this is not a ekash dhatu. So the main nishedha is 7 to 10. Doesn't apply here. So all these anekash dhatus, they will allow the idagama as a general rule. Okay, so then we get the idagama. So this is the step which I wanted to point out. That's why I took up this whole thing. Because if we, so we have PD plus ita. Okay. Now we have, 7 to 35. Ardhadhatukam shed veladehe. What is ardhadhatukam? Ting shit sarvadhatukam. Ardhadhatukam sheshaha. So, dhatu iti vihitasya. Any pratyaya which comes after a dhatu is put into two baskets. One is called ting shit sarvadhatukam. So the 18 verbal endings, tittaji, etc. And also anything which has the talavya sha as a marker, that's called sarvadhatukam. Ardhadhatukam sheshaha. Why do we need to know that? Because the sutra which Karthik just said, 7 to 35, ardhadhatuka shed valadehe. The pratyaya is not a ardhadhatuka pratyaya. As a general rule, there is no idagama sambhavaha. There is no possibility of idagama. So, that's how we need. Okay, then what's the important step? This is what I want to point out.
Nisthayam seti.
Nisthayam seti. So this nich pratyaya which we have over here, this is going to drop when you have the ta pratyaya with the idagama there following. Then you're going to have to drop this ikaraha. So really the ikara which remains in the final form is the idagama. Idagamaha shruyate. Shruyate means, in the old days, this was not writing, only speaking, listening. So you never say, drishyate. You will say shruyate. So idagamasya shravanam bhavati, nich tu lupyate. So the nicha lopasyat. The nich takes lopaha. Idagama is left behind. That's why we was going to take this. I came all this way to point that fact. Okay, so pidita is a adjective form, and that's because of what Karthik said, is 6452, nishtayam seti ne lopasyat. We have this nishtha pratyaya, taktavatu, nishtha 1126, then the nich pratyaya takes lopaha, we get an adjective now. Now it's going to decline like ramaha, atva sita, atva vana. So it's going to become, qualifying janakaha, become piditaha, piditaha asit. So simple sentence is, so when let's continue. Who is the karta of this now? Who is not karta? Who is it samajikaranam with? Piditaha. Give me the main noun over here. This is pidita is an adjective. When you find any adjective, find which noun is behind it. Which one is it when? I see when is it muted. I muted him out. Okay, when. Okay, you're back when. Go ahead. When?
Okay.
Okay.
The main karta is parthivaha.
Parthiva is samadhikaranam. So parthivaha piditaha asit. So that's Parthiva means a king. So parthivaha Janakaha, he's a king. Parthivaha Piditaha Asit. This word Parthivaha is a, what kind of word is this, you think? Parthivaha?
Kind of word. That's Tadita.
Tadita. What is the Prakriti is over here?
What's the, where it comes from?
Yeah, who is there? Some Pradipadikam has taken some Pratyaya.
Yeah, Prithvi.
Prithvi. Now, how would you find the answer to this? Where would you find the answer to this, as to what the Pratyaya might be? How would you try to get the answer to that? Which books will you look at to get the answer to this? Where would you start?
I guess Apteji.
So it could be anything else. Apteji may not. Let's see what Apteji gives. Let's start from there. Because I want to give you how to find the answer. Just give you the answer, then you can. When you're on your own, you will not be able to maybe find it. So let's look at what Apteji gives for Parthivaha. Let's see. Parthiva. Okay. Okay, Parthiva. Here it is. So okay, now let you handle this. Here I found Parthiva here. So yes. What would you, where will you go now from here?
Prithivyaha Ishvaraha idam.
So va an.
An pratyaya. So the an pratyaya came. Yeah.
So Prithvi plus an, Prithvi, right? Yeah. So now, we got Parthivi and then Parthivaha. Now, how would you find in the Ashtadhyayi? Which word is going to give you a clue? You have to go in the Ashtadhyayi to find the sutram for this.
Yes.
What do you think, Karthik? So, Vain has got us a long way. He got to the Vigraha Vakyam of this. Prithivyaha Ishvaraha Parthivaha.
Tasya Ishvaraha.
So, this word Ishvaraha, Vain, that is the key. Because the Taditas come in different meanings.
Yes.
And one of the meanings they come in is the Ishvaraha. So as Karthik said, most likely, and he's also given the Vibhakti. This is a Shashti Bhakti, Prithivyaha Ishvaraha. So Tasya Ishvaraha should be your first guess to, let's see if you can find that sutram. Tasya Ishvaraha. It comes in 5142. So 5142, let's go to that and let's see what the Pratyaya is. 5142 Tasya Ishvaraha. This is how you go find the answers to this. You could go to Amar Kosha also, by the way.
Buy me book 5 as a good index also.
Yeah, also buy me book number 5, you can look at the back there. So there are a couple of few places you can go, I can think of. Yes. They've gone to the Amar Kosha. Also Tadita Kosha is there. You can go on to that. Also gone to the Udharana Suchi of Kashika. Gone there. So there are few, and of course, Apteji might be the first place to start. So that's good. That's the Ishvaraha. So let's look. What does the Vritti for that? That's the Ishvaraha 5142. Clearly, we have to be in that region 5142. The 5142 says so Annaya Pratyaya Bhavataha, and it says Tatpaditaha Tatshivapaha. I think that will probably work for it. Tasya Ishvaraha. So if you take the, in fact, Kashika is the example as Parthivaha. If you look at, the example is given in the Kashika as Parthivaha. Yeah. So it's a famous word. So let's just finish off this form Parthivaha. So this is how we search for his answers, because you do not know this. Of course, if you look at this one many times, you will, of course, remember next time Tasya Ishvaraha, Prithivyaha Ishvaraha Parthivaha. This is how you build up your vocabulary. Also know in Ashtadhyayi, where you might be. So Tasya Ishvaraha. If you look at the so Parthivaha is given here. Okay, now let's finish off this form. So Prithvi is given first. Prithvi. Okay, let's try that. So Prithvi plus the Pratyaya, if you take An Pratyaha. Now,
Satiji, in the Amara Kosha, it's given as I. I think the derivation probably wouldn't make any difference because both will cause the Vriddhi, but Amara Kosha says I, the Chakara Pancham.
Kosha gives I. Let us see. Okay, now where would you find the answer to this?
Wow.
Okay, now what you do is that, see, we got this 5-1, we got a sutra number, which is a big help, and we got the, because the Kashika is saying that the pratyaya is yatha sankham, an anyo pratyayo bhavataha. Okay, now anuvritti is coming from the prior sutram is coming down. Look at the prior sutram then. It says, Kartik is right. It's sarva bhumi prithvi bhyam an ayam. So Amar Kosha is correct. Now the apteji, this one leads to a bit of a problem here, because I accept what apteji was saying, but this an is I think better to put the ayam prati. It will not make any difference in the prakriya for us,
Right.
but it might have some swara implications. But because the prior sutram is saying yatha sankham, so sarva bhumi and prithvi will take the an and ay respectively. So that's what the vritti is telling us, that the
I see.
sarva bhumi prithvi shabdabhyam yatha sankham an ayam pratyayo bhavataha ishvaraha iti etasmin vishaye. So now, Kartik is right. He has Amar Kosha. Amar Kosha is more reliable. The commentary is there. Actually, Aptos is reliable, I should say. In this case, though, it's a bit of a problem. So good. So let's put the pratyaya ain. Anuvritti is coming from the prior sutram. So okay, let's put that and put the 5142 tasya ishvaraha. Okay, now what's the next step here?
Satish, in both 41 and 42, they give the example pativaha.
Yeah, but that's a different meaning, though.
Oh.
Different meaning, though. So this 41 is different meaning. Itasya nimittam sanyoga utpata ityetasin vishaya. That's a different meaning. You want the meaning of tasya ishvaraha. So this pratyaya is using different meanings. So 41 has a different meaning, 42 different meaning. So you want 42. So that's the other thing. If you get the right form, doesn't mean you have the right sutram. You have to get the right meaning to get the correct sutram also. Okay. So now of course in the ayin by halantyam, only the R remains. So halantyam, I think you all know. What's the next step here? Do you know any of the steps, Wayne? I think you might know some of them.
I know it's adi vriddhi, but I don't know the
Adi
sutra.
vriddhi, okay. That's the end of 7.2, Wayne. Adi vriddhi, very good. The adi vriddhi takes place where there are two sutras there, the Dritesho Chamadehe and Kiticha. So end of 7.2, there are two rules. The Dritesho Chamadehe. So when the pratyaya following 117, what we need, because anuvritti is coming of niti. So acho niti anuvritti is coming. So when the pratyaya following is chavarga panchama varnaha atva chavarga panchama varnaha, then you get taditeshu achamadehe. If the pratyaya is close in it, you get kiticha. So we need 72117, taditeshu achamadehe. So that will get 72117, and then uran raparaha. Uran raparaha will make it par thi v plus a. So we have used the taditeshu achamadehe, and the uran raparaha. Now what's the one more step we need? What do you need, man? What do you need to do over here? Need to get rid of the ikara, right, somehow?
1418 and 64148.
Yeah, that ikara has to drop. That's essay teacher.
Oh, I'm impressed, man. Yasya Dicha, very good.
Yeah.
That you need the bhasanya first.
Right.
Yasya Dicha, sutram is 64148. It comes in the bhasya dikaraha. The moment you are in any tadita pratyaya, it is in the swadi pratyaya. And there is no sarvanama sthanam in taditas. Sarvanama sthanam is only sut and she. So there is no sarvanama sthanam. So we use, as Kalpesh said, we have to make the yachibham, the bhasanya, and then after that, when you get the bhasanya, you go with the bhasya dikaraha and do the yasyeti cha, means avarnantasya, ivarnantasya, avarnantasya angasya lopas bhasanyakasya lopasyat tadite ikare cha pare. So by 1418 we get the bhasanya, and then 64 is a very common sequence. Because the moment you are pratyaya with tadita, always determine whether the angam is going to get the bhasanya or padasanya. It has to get one of the two. Because of 1417 it says Swadishva Saranama Sthane Padasanya. And 1418 says Yachibham, and it's in the Ekasanya Adhikaraha. Only one of them can stay. That's why we get the Bhasanya. So always keep in mind, when you add any Tadisa Pratyaya, when you get the Angam has Bhasanya or Padasanya. And then 64129 starts Bhasya Adhikaraha, and there is Bhasya up to the end of the fourth pada of the 6th chapter, and 148 Yes Cheticha. So that finishes the form for us. So we can put that here. So we get Parthiv plus Parthiva. So 1418 Yachibham iti Bhasanya, tat pasyad Yasya iti cha iti Ikarasya lopaha. Okay, Parthivaha. So we got that. Now, so Parthivaha, and the commentary is Janakaha, the king who was Janakaha.
Satishji,
Now the next one, yes.
ideally we would get Nasi there and then remove that by Supatatu Pratipadika, right?
Yeah. Which one you're talking about? Yes, yeah, here, actually what Kalpesh is making a good point is that we shouldn't take a shortcut like that. You said Tasya Ishvaraha, means you should put the Pratyaya Nyas over here. And then, even though it will go away, but you should remove that later on by the getting the Pratipadika Sanya, Krit Tadita Samasascha, and then Supo Dhatu Pratipadika Yoho. So inside a Pratipadikam, Supratyaya cannot stay. You cannot have Supratyaya inside a Pratipadikam. So because in Tadita Anta gets the Pratipadika Sanya, because Krit Tadita Samasascha. And after that, you can remove the sup, antarvatti sup, by Supo Dhatu Pratipadika Yoho. So yes, when you do Tadita formation, always put the Supratyaya in there and then remove it by the Supo Dhatu Pratipadika Yoho. But always take those two steps, because they might have some, in some cases, they may have some implication for that. In most cases, it will not make a difference. Correct. Good. So Parthiva plus good calculation in the class. Remind us. Dhanya Havayam. Okay. Now let's see. Can we bring Vhen back? Okay. Are you there ready, Vhen?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Now, does he have any adjectives to Parthiva?
Parthivaha.
No,
I don't see it.
There's anyone. Okay. No. So Piditaha. Just take this clause now. Viksha. Viksha is signaling a clause. Yes. Because it says Samana Kartikayoha Purva Kale. So there is another action. There is Samana Karta doing two actions. And this is the Purvavartini Kriya will take the Tva Pratyaha. Tva will become Yap by Samase Anyang Purve Tvo Yap. So that is we have seen this many times. The Pratyaya is Tva by default by 3421 Samana Kartikayoha Purva Kale. And then we're going to get the Lyap Adesha, and that's because it's a Ya with Yakara with the Yakara. So it's Anekala Adesha, Anekachit Sarvasya. Entire Tva will be gone. Sarvadesha Syat. So we come, what is Dhatu here? When?
I think it's Aksh.
No, Aksh will not become long even.
Iksh? No.
Dhatu is Iksh. Where in Gita Dhatu Iksh? Anybody in Gita Dhatu Iksh? Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvata Samadarshanaha. Yomam Pashyati Sarvatra Sarvam Chamai Pashyati Tasyaham Pranashyami. Dhatu is Iksh.
Okay.
Ushaji, Dhatu Iksh in Gita?
Yeah, he said it just now. I only remember that.
Remember this one? Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshanaha. It's chapter 6. Chapter 6, Dhatu Iksh in Gita, chapter 6. They say always, if you have one Gita knowledge, yadi dhridam asti ched Gitaya jnanam. Sarvatra adharo labhyate. You can get the support everywhere, So Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma, Ikshate. Okay, one more place in Gita. I'll give you another chance. Dhatu Iksh in a compound form, chapter 18. Okay, I'll give you one more hint. It is the Tamasika Karma. Anybody now? Chapter 18. The shloka which defines what is, here it is. First, let's take this one. Ikshate. Sarabhutastham atmanam sarabhutani chatmani ikshate yoga yuktatma. the one who is endowed with yoga, he sees the Atma in all beings and all beings in the Atma. Okay. Alright, so Ikshate comes in 6.29. Anybody? Chapter 18. Okay. Anubandham Kshem Sam. Anaveksha cha Paurusham. Anaveksha. Anavaiksha. In fact, you have gerund form there in Gita also. Anaveksha cha Paurusham. Just like you have in Raghuvamsham, you have Viksha form. In Gita, you have the form Anaveksha. So, without considering, this is the Anubandham Kshem Himsam. Without considering the consequences, the destruction, the violence, Anaveksha cha Paurusham. Without considering one's ability, the action which is undertaken in this manner is called a tamasic action. Anaveksha cha Paurusham. Without taking into account one's ability. Anyway, Dhatu Iksh is coming in the Gita, at least in these two places. So let me just give you the, okay, here it is. Anubandham Kshem Himsam Anaveksha. Look at this form, Anaveksha. This is very similar to what we have right now, because here we have Ava Iksh and the same, Anaveksha Paurusham. And then the other one we have is the Ikshate Yuk. So 1825 and Ava Iksha. Okay, so let's go and put this in document maybe. So 629 and 1825 in Gita, you have the Dhatu Iksh. So Iksh, alright, so 629 and 1825. Alright, so Viksha, so Dhatu, what's the Upasarga here now? It should be easy now, right? What is the Upasarga? Wayne, what's the Upasarga here?
V.
Upasargas are only 22. You should always try to keep them in mind, keep them Upasargas are only 22. Where the Upasargas defined, in which Pani Sutram tells us which the Upasargas are?
Pradayah.
Yes. And
Upasarga Kriya Yoge. Gatischa.
So, Gatischa, very good. So, the Pani Sutram is Pradayah. In the section of Nipata, there is Sutram called Pradayah. Now, these Pradayas are just simply the Nipatas. They are avyas also. All Nipatas are avyas because they come in the Swaradi Nipatam avyam. So, Nipatas get the avyas sanya. But the Pradayas is Upasarga Kriya Yoge. So, they get the Upasarga sanya and then also get the Gati sanya, Gatischa. But Gati is a bigger bracket. Gati includes other things besides the Pradis. So, this one we are using now 3.4.21. Samana Kartikayoho Purva Kale, and the this we had a Gati Sanya, so we could do a Gati Samasa. This is what is called as a Gati Samasa, Kugati Pradaya. Okay, let's put some numbers here. Is that Pradaya Sutram will come in 1.4. So it starts with Chadayo Sattve, starts the Pradaya section in 1.4. Pani defines the Nipatas in 1.4. If you know what is the Nipata in his language, come to 1.4 and is a section Pragrishwaran Nipataha. Pragrishwaran. And that goes into, so 1.4.56 Panini starts. He also tells you up to where he is going to get the Nipatas. Pragrishwaran Nipataha. So, and that Rishwaran is what it's referring to is comes in number 97. Pragrishwaran Nipataha up to 97. Up to Adhirishware. Okay, so this 1.4.58, 56 to 97. In that is Sutram called Pradaya, and they are the same Pradayas, Upasarga Kriya Yoge. They get the Upasarga Sanya, and they also get the Gati Sanya Kriya Yoge. And after that, Gati includes other things also, and so that's how it goes. So it gets Gati Sanya, and then you can use Sutram Kugati Pradaya in the Samasa Vibhaga. Samasa Bhage, you can use the it's a special kind of Tatpurusha compound called Kugati Pradaya. It's 2-2-18. So 2-2-18 along with the Gatishcha Sutram, which is 1.4.60. So that's what I'm going to give us. We'll put these numbers here. So 1.4.58 also we can put Pradaya. Then they get the Gati Sanya, with Kriya Yoge, and then you can use 2 through 18 to get the Gati Samasa. You need to form the Samasa first, and then you can make the Twa into Lyap. Because Samasanyam Purvek Tvolyap. Samasanyam Purvek Tvolyap. So becomes VE. I'm hoping that after repeating the sutras so many times that you will, remember them, start recalling them. You will start recalling them, sure. So Iksha, so become Viksha. So this number I think is what, Karthik? 737, Karthik? Yeah, I think Viksha. 737, Viksha. So now we have a Samana Karta. You have, Kriya Dvayam. So the Purvavartini Kriya is the Iksha Kriya. What is Uttaravartini Kriya, when? What's the second action?
Second action from Vichintya.
So that's also a Tva Pratyaya becoming Yap. So that will not be that's also another Purvavatini Kriya. So you have
But the final is Pidita. Yeah, final is Pidita.
Piditaha Asit. Piditaha Asit Babhuva. So he became afflicted. So having done these two things,
Yes.
two things. So okay, Viksha, having seen. Okay, having seen what? What is the object of that?
Vapuhu is the main.
Vapuhu is the Vapu's
main
process.
object.
Vapuhu,
With,
but this looks like a Vasu has a question. Yes, Vasu. In chapter 1 also, Vasu?
No, Satishji.
Yes.
Yeah. Tan Samikshasari Kaunteya.
I'm impressed, Vasu. Vasu is coming strong in Gita today.
No.
Tan Samikshasa Kaunteya. Sarvan Bandhun Avasthitan. Krupaya Paraya Vishto. Vishidhanidam Abravit. Arjuna Vacha. Drishtoyamam. Very good. Tan Samiksh. In fact, also gerund form.
Yeah,
Tan
and what is the difference between Samikshya and Ikshya?
Samikshya is like gaze intently. This is a verb actually.
Intensely or analytically?
And maybe analytically is a good mean, I would say. Having observed, having noticed. So when is absolutely correct. We have the similar form, Tan Samiksha. So I'll just put that also. So chapter 1.27, Samiksh. And here also the same thing. Look at this. The Samana Karta is Kaunteya. And then Uttaravartini Kriya is Abravit. Abravit. So yes, very good. So 1.27 in Gita also is there. 1.27. Let me put that in here. 1.27. Thank you. 1.27. Okay. So now the Vapuhu. The Vapuhu is what lingam is a Vapu Pratipadikam? What do you think?
That looks like a neuter.
Because if it were because it's not like Guru Pratipadikam.
Right.
It's not Guru. Because that'll become Gurum.
Yeah.
Now, can it be Ukaranta in Nipumsakalinga, or what do you think?
It seems to me like sounds like Sakaranta, but
Because if it be like Madhu Prati, will it become Madhu, not Vapuhu? Because if you take like Ukaranta Nipumsaka Shabda, it'll become
right.
just
Madhuni. Yeah.
So because someone Napumsakat, so it cannot be a Ukaranta Pratipadikam. It must be a Sakaranta Pratipadikam. So Vapu Sakaranta Pratipadikam is Vithya Ekavachanam of Deham, Vigraham, having seen his form, seen his body. Any commentary on Vapuhu? No commentary. No commentary.
Yes, supposed to know. Okay.
So that means no commentary means go to Apte, you find this word.
Yeah, right.
We will keep it simple for us. With no commentary, if you go to Apte, you should find this word Vapuhu. Okay. All right. Now, what's the adjective to that?
It's got
two.
the main Lalitam.
Lalitam Vapuhu. Lalitam is like sporting. Like child kind of young sporting means Komalam. Komalam means tender body, young tender body.
Because of Shishoho. So.
And that Shashti is Tasya Shishoho.
Yes.
Tasya Shishoho Vapuhu. Of that young boy, Shishu. Now this Shishu is like Guruvat. Shishoho.
Right. Yes.
So Shishoho, Tasya, Shishoho, Vapuho. I'm sorry. So we got one clause here. Having noticed the young tender body of that young man, young boy, I should say.
Also, another Shashti Prathita Vamsha.
Very good. One more Shashti is there.
Yes.
Prathita Vamsha Janmanaha. Prathita Vamsha Janmanaha. Dhatu is Prath. Prath is to be famous. So Prathitam is Vikyatam. Prasiddham. So well known. So the well known Vamsha. That's so what. How will you break this compound down? Actually, he has already done that. He has given one part of it. Prathita Vamshe Janma Yasya.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? What kind of compound is this when you say Yasya?
Shashti, of course.
No. Yasya Yattat Prajapadikam. Yattat is used in the Vigraha Vakyam. Yasya Saha, Yena Saha, Yasya Tasya. Bahuvrihi.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Bahuvrihi.
Yes.
When you see the Yat Prajapadikam being used in the Vigraha Vakyam like that, it is going to be Bahuvrihi compound. He will not say Bahuvrihi, but he will use the Vigraha Vakyam formula for that.
Yes.
Yasya. Prathita Vamshe Janma Yasya. So Bahuvrihi. Bahuvrihi is between the Prathita Vamsha and Janman. But now, what about Prathita Vamsha itself? What kind of compound will that be, you think?
That looks like Vamsha Prathita.
Is it Dvandva compound?
This is just a Karmadharya.
Karmadharya compound. Very good. Karmadharya compound. It's just an adjective noun. Simple.
Right.
That's why no commentary to that. No commentary. Prathita Vamsha is simply Prasiddha Vamsha, Vikhyata Vamsha. It's a famous family. Okay? Now, so is it Prathita Vamsha Janman? Prathita Vamsha Janman. The Prajapadikam is Prathita Vamsha Janman. Janman. Now, Janmana. Is this like Rajan? Is this like Rajan Prajapadikam? What is the Shashti equation of Rajan?
No, Janman actually is newer, but because it is Bahuri, it becomes masculine now.
Very good point. Yes, Janman is an Apumsalinga Pratipadikam. Parantu atta Bahuvri Samasa Vartate. Anyapada Pradhanaha. Tasmat Karana Prathita Vamsha Janman iti Pullinga Pratipadikam atra. It's the Linga Parivartanam. My question is that what is the Shashti Ekvachanam of Rajan Pratipadikam? Is it like this or something different? Say Rajan, what is the...
Shashti is Rajya.
Rajnya. So how could it not become the same thing here then? What's the difference between this and Rajan? It didn't become Janmanaha. It became Rajanmanaha. There must be some difference between this and Rajan Pratipadikam. Something is happening here which is not happening in Rajan. So if you take it, it will become Rajnyaha. From Jannaha, it become like that. So Karthik, can you help us? Yes, Ravi is correct. Ravi is joining us. No, Upadha Lopaha. Correct. So what Sutram Ravi for that? Let's see, let me unmute Ravi. What Sutram Ravi for that? I guess your mic is not working. Okay, you'll be on mute. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so this must be in the Bhasya. Karthik, what Sutram?
I don't know the Sutram, Satishji.
In the Bhasya Adhikara. Because we are the Bhasanya, right? When you have
Yeah,
Rajan plus Nyas, because of Yachibham, we are in the Bhasya Adhikara. Right in the beginning itself, the Sutram Allopo Anaha. Allopo Anaha, which Panini says, when you have the Anda Pradipadikam, which has a Bhasanya, you take Allopa, I mean the At Lopaha, Akarasya Lopasya. So now that should have applied here. The below Allopo Anaha, there must be a Apavada for that. So Bhasya starts from 64129. I think 64134 I think is Allopo Anaha. Allopo Anaha is 64134. But here comes the Apavada, 64137. Na sanyogad vamantat. Which means that if you have a Vakaranta atha Makaranta sanyogaha. So what do we have? Prior to the an. Because he's talking about the allopo anaha. But if before the an, if you have a sanyoga ending in Makara or Vakara, like, words like, right? So like Advan becomes Adva, it becomes Advanaha. So Advan, because it's a Vakaranta sanyoga. Or you can have a word like Yajvan, right? So it becomes like that. So even if you have a word like Dhaman, Dhaman will not do it, become Dhamnaha. But Bhasman will do it because it should be a Vakaranta, a Makaranta. Or like Karman will do it, Karmanaha.
Brahmanaha.
Yeah, Brahmanaha. Yes, Brahmanaha will do it. Anyway, so 64137. The only point I'm trying to make is that this did not decline like Rajan. Something happened here which is not declining like Rajan. If you notice that, then you go to Rajan Shabdaha, and as already Van said, this will be because of the Bahuvrihi. It's now Pullinga Pratipadikam. Allopo anaha atra na pravartate. Tasya karanam kim? Kutrapi apavada syat. Which is apavadaha. Na sanyogad, which is Sutram 641, na sanyogad dvamanta, this is Sutram. Okay, so 64, I'll just put a document here. 64137 will stop the allopanaha. And once that is stopped, then you just add the pratyanyas, and that is done, So prathita vansha janmanaha. Prathita vansha. Okay, we are now almost there now. Prathita vansha janmanaha. Okay, so here I just put like this: 64137 stops 64134. Atra allopo na bhavati. Yataha atra makaranta sanyogaha drishyate. So anaha purvam, before the an you see the makara sanyoga. Okay, so that finishes that one there. Let's go to the next line now. Now that is actually this is a shashti ekavachanam. Is qualifying shishoho.
Satish, can we do some samas also in that? Prathita vamshe janma saptami, is it?
Prathita vamshe janma yasya saha. Then tasya, tasya, who was like that, of that kind. Now, so Pratitascha asau vamshaha, that will be Pratita vamsha. So vamsha I think is masculine. We'll double check that. Vamsha, I think it is masculine. So Karmadharya was straightforward. He didn't give the Vigraha Vakyam for that. So if you want to do the Vigraha Vakyam for the Bahuvrihi, we'll have to give the Pratita vamsha plus ni plus janman plus su. That will be the Vigraha Vakyam for the Pratita vamsha. Now what's the interesting thing here, by the way, is that in the Bahuvrihis, most of the time Bahuvri is, when you have Samadhikarana. Only rarely Bahuvrihi is Vyadikarana Bahuvrihi. So this is a Vyadikarana Bahuvrihi. So because Pratita Vamshe, so because one who had a Janman in that family. So this is not our common Bahuvrihi. Because, let's see, Vamsha. Because normally we have, okay, Vamsha is a masculine word, it's fine, Vamsha, dynasty family, that's fine. So the Vijayavakyam for the Karmadhari, Patitascha, Asau, Vamshascha, that is fine. But now the point I'm trying to make, the point is that the Sutram Anekamanya Padarthe says that, you should have the Samadhikarana. But now, in fact, let's look at one Sutram here, since we got the point. In a Bahuvrihi compound, how do you know which one to put first, which one to put second? You do not know. Because in a Bahuvrihi compound, every padam has the Upasajana Sanya. So the Upasajanam Purvam will not help you. But Panini has a special rule, says Saptami Visheshana Bahuvriha. So the Saptami, which we have, Pachita Vamshe Janma. So this Sutram, Saptami Visheshana Bahuvriha, is what we can use. So Saptami will go first. Right. So we can use 2235 to put the Saptamyantam Padam, which is the Prasita Vamshe, that's the one. That will build the Pura Nipata. Because see, this says Purvam. Now the Purvam is coming down here. Saptami Visheshana Bahuvriha. Okay. Alright. So Sajanam Visheshana Bahuvriha. Okay, now, so 2235, let's put down at 2235, okay, 2235, what's the, Saptami first. Alright, so let's go to the next line now, let's see what we can find there. Next line is, there is another clause, and vichintya. What's the dhatu here? Chintayati. In fact, this dhatu might be in dhatu patha with the with the E as an it. Any dhatu which has E as an it.
Is it chiti?
It might be chiti in dhatu part, right? Chiti.
Yes, chiti.
Because if it's dhatu is chiti, we'll get the num agama. Idito num dhatu ho. Idito num dhatu ho. The dhatu is chiti. Chiti smrityam. So we would start with chiti, and that chiti has E as an it. So you immediately get idito num dhatu ho. This num agama comes in 7.1, and this is the sutram which starts the num agama section. Idito, how do we know that? Because the sutram has the word num in that. Idito num dhatu ho. This sutram says any dhatu which marked with an E in the dhatu partha, that will bring in the num agama. Idito num dhatu ho. I think 758. So we take chiti. Okay, mistake here. Okay, let's take chiti. So chiti will be the dhatu in the dhatu partha, and it has the E as an it, chiti. And so when you bring it to use, it becomes chint. That's a nitya karyam. Chint by iditonum dhatoho. Chint, iditonum dhatoho, iditonum dhatoho. Chint. Okay, so we got that 758, and now we have to add the nish pratyaya. Yes.
Satish?
Yes.
How come the num agama goes in between chi and ta?
Because now see agama
Adyanta uttakita doesn't work here.
doesn't work. The next sutram, next sutram.
Oh.
Yeah, Ravi is correct. Chiti dhatu was chiti, correct. Thank you. Next sutram, it says midacho antyat paraha. Midacho antyat paraha. It goes after the last ach in the form. With antyat achaha paraha. So 1147. So 1140 says anything which has mo as an it will go after the last ach. So here the last ach, chit has only one ach, so it only will go after the e. So midacho antyat paraha becomes chint.
Oh, I see.
Then you add the pratyaya nich to that, which will become the swante nich. So become
Chinti.
Chinti, because now there's no question of doing any vriddhi or any guna, because the upadha is nakara. That's why you do the num agama first, and then you add the nich. So then it already got become chinti. Okay, then what's the next step? So nich will come by swarte nich, churadi gana, churadi bhyo swarte nich. Then you can do the chinti. Okay, what's the next step here? Now to chinti we add the pratyat, because what we have in the shloka is vichintya. So the same thing, the same two steps is the saman kartakyo purva kale tva pratyaha, then samasyanyam purve tvolyap, so 3-4-21, and also the 7-1-34, so the same steps as before, and then we get chin, t plus yap, which is ya. We have used the same 3-4-21 and 7-1-37. Okay, what's the next step here, When? Last step now.
The same as echibam and yaseticha.
Not yes, yaseticha can we do? What do we do?
No, it's not tadita. Okay. How do you drop the E? How do you drop the E? Oh, is this is it?
Good, we cannot use yaseticha. This pratyaya was
oh, is it nerniti?
I think when you have to get a headset. I think is your thing echoing or something? I think there is.
Oh no, I have a headset.
Yeah, I think when I see that is echoing.
Okay, you have a headset, When?
Yeah.
Somebody's echoing. Okay, somebody's echoing. Okay, it's not you then. Okay. Let me see. You have a headset. Okay. Who could be Karthik? I mean, Karthik's not echoing. No. Maybe. Okay, I think we are better now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. So, yeah, Ushaji, I think let's see how the noise is. I think we are okay now after trying. Right now we have, I think it's going to be better now. Okay. So it's a good point. The year is not a Sadhita Pratyaya.
No,
we got
right.
the year from 3-4-21 and 7-1-37. So this is not the Sadhita starts from 4-1-76. So we could not use any of this. It's not a Swadi Pratyaya also. So there's no question of bhasanya over here. Bhasanya only swadishu. This is not a swadipatya. That starts from 412. It's after dhatu. So what sutram? I think when you don't know this one, I think, right? Okay, Kartik, what sutram do we have?
Yeah, I
here?
don't know.
This is Neraniti.
Neraniti, yes. Sutram is for you today, when is that when you have this nish pratyaya, followed by a pratyaya which is ardha dhatuka pratyaya, which no vidagamaha, then the nish takes lopaha, Neraniti. Nish lopasyat. So anidada vardhatake pare ne lopasyat. You must have heard me say this about 50 times already.
Yeah.
Anidada vardhatake pare ne lopasyat. So the 6-4, 6-4-52 which you had before, this is 6-4-51. We used 6-4-52 before, now we have 6-4-51. So so that 6-4-51 now does the ne lopaha. So we get the final form V. Chint. And yeah, somebody's still making noise. I don't know who is this. Okay. Is it? Can you mute yourself, Vin? Let me see. Can you mute yourself, Vin?
Yeah. Mute.
Okay, so it is Vin's making noise. Now the noise is gone. Okay. It's you, Vin, for some reason. It's coming from you. So I don't know. We heard the mic, but it's still. I mean, you're better now. I can hear the noise now. Anyway. Okay. So we chintya, and as Kartik said, Neraniti is sutram here, 6-4-51. So we got that form. Now here the what we have is what is the object of chintya here? When you back, it is the dhanuhu, dhanurduranamam, swam dhanuhu vichintya. Having reflected, having considered his dhanur again is the dhanus pratipadikam. So it is declined as ditya ekvachanam. Dhanuho, dhanushi, dhanushi. So this becomes like that. And swam is qualifying that, means atmiya, which is one's own. Swakiya. So he says swakiya. Swam is swakiya. I think we went through this last time. The swa has four meanings. It could mean atma, could be atmiya, also mean nyati and dhanam. So it means oneself, belonging to oneself. It can also be wealth, also be relative. So here it is Swaki. So that's why you clarify which meaning it is, Swakiyam. And then only in these two meanings, the Atma and Atmiya, it becomes the Sarvanama Shabda, otherwise it declined. So it becomes the pronoun only in those two meanings. So in this meaning it is Sarvanama Shabda. It will not make a difference here because Ramam and Sarvam is the same form. Okay, now comes form Duranamam. Would you take this one, Kartik? Try this one for us. Yes, this is a difficult form, this one maybe. Okay, what is the commentary here, Kartik? What is he saying? Duranamam equals?
Duranamam anamayitum ashakyam.
Anamayitum ashakyam. Anamayitum, which is impossible to make it bend. Means impossible to bend it. Nam is to bend, So to make somebody bent. Impossible to be made bent. Means impossible to bend in English simply. Okay, then what is he after that, Kartik? Yes.
Namer nyantat khal. So khal pratyaya.
And so first he's done the nam with the niche pratyaya. Let's finish that part first. Then we can go to the khal pratyaya. So namer nyantat khal. So let's do the nam plus niche. Okay, now nyanta, this hetumati niche. This is 3126 in the causative form. This is not churadi dhatu. So this is the hetumati sutram niche. And then, so now why we not get atopadhaya over here, Kartik?
Mitam haswaha.
Mitam haswaha. So what happens is that these 6492 is sutram. So what we should have here, in fact, what we do get is the form, first we get the form nami. By applying 72116 atopadhayaha. But then comes 6492 and says that any dhatu which has ma as an it, mitam raswaha, that will take a raswa when the now pare. Now the question is that does this dhatu really has a ma as an it? It doesn't have ma as an it. Doesn't have ma as an it. Then how do you still make it mitam raswaha? Kartik, what do we do? How can we make this as a mit?
It will be given in the Dhatu Pada.
By what method? The dhatu nam dhatu part is listed as what?
Is it Gana Sutra?
The Gana Sutram is there. Is all the jani, etc. dhatu and amantascha mitaha. So in this Ghatadayo mit, there is a section in the Bhwadi Gana which says Ghatadayo mitaha. These dhatu ghat, etc. up to pan, from dhatu ghat to dhatu pan in the Bhwadi Gana. These are considered to be more than it. So this is atidesha, even though sakshat makara it rupena nasti. Tathapi ete dhatavah mitaha. So this is what the Gana Sutram says. But this dhatu nam is also not there in that list either. But it is, there is a sutram there. Just like we have sutras in the Ashtadhyayi, there are also Gana Sutras. In the dhatu patha, in the Gana patha, there is sutras which tell us. And this sutram says that, in fact, I'll give you the number, in the dhatu vritti edition which we all use, there is a nice list of Gana Sutra at the end. And this is the one that is used more often than any of the others generally. So I'll give you the page number for that. So before the Dhatu Suchi, there is the list of the Gana Sutras which come in the Dhatu Pataha, which are commented on by Sayanacharya. And they are all there. And the number, let me give you the number. It's after the Dhatu Suchi. It's on page number 251. The Sutram says, Jani, Jiru, Jirush, Knasu, Ranjo Mantascha. On page 251. So 251, I think, is right at the end of the Ghata Devataha. So 251, as I said, it goes from Ghat to Dhatu Pan, and there Ghata Devataha, and there in that you have this Gana Sutram over there, which gives the actually it comes after Dhatu Swana in this Dhatu Patha. It comes after Dhatu Swana. It comes after that. It gives all these Gana Sutras. And the very first one is Jani, Jirush, Knasu, Ranjo, Mantascha. So that is what happens. Okay, so that actually comes before Pan. Before Pan it comes, it gives the Gana Sutram. Okay, so now that's the important thing here is the Mitam Rasvaha, Gatadayo Mitaha. And under that Gana Sutram it says, like, of course you know the famous mantra in the Upanishad, right? Asatoma Sadgamaya, Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya. Becomes Gamaya. That Gam is also a Ammanta Dhatu. Will become Mit. So it becomes Gami, then becomes Gami by Mitam Rasvaha. And then you follow the steps. So by Gana Sutram, so using Gana Sutram, which makes this as a Mit Dhatu. It makes it as a Mit Dhatu. So that's how it is, Karthik. Okay, let's continue now. So now, what is the next step over here?
So next is the Khal.
Khal Pratyaha. So let's take Nami. Now, which sutram is for the Khal Pratyaha? How would you find that sutram?
I actually saw it today by me, but I forgot that sutram.
Okay, now how will you look it up again? Tell me some way I can look up this sutram without, in like 1 minute. Which book should I go to? Maybe in the class. I want to look at sutram in like 1 minute. I don't want to spend 10 minutes on this. 1 minute I have, 2 minutes. Where can I look up this sutram? How do I find this sutram? Which book should I take? Okay, look up to Abhyankar, because he will give this Pratyaya Khal. Yes, Ravi had the answer. Thank you, Ravi. So yes, you can look up the Pratyaya Khal in Abhyankar's book, and he will give the sutra number there. Which sutram use the Pratyaya Khal? So I mean, or rather, which sutram ordain the Pratyaya Khal? And there, the main one is 331. So if you can use these books quickly, you can jump to these sutras very quickly. Of course, this one is kind of a well-known one. Okay, my next question: where do you find this in Gita? Let's go to the example, then we'll take Gita after that. Let's go 33126. Let's see what it says. 33126 says Ishad. Let's see, Ishad Dussushu. So when these are in the Upapadas, either Ishad or Dus or Su. Ishad Dussushu, Krichra Krichartheshu, means being difficult or easy. Khal Vidhiyate. So if you have one of these three only, Ishad, Dus and Su. Most common is Dus and Su. Like Sukaram, Durgamam, Sulabham, So these are all from this sutra. Ishad Sushu Krichra Krichartheshu Khal. So 33126. So we now take this. What do we have in Raghuvamsham right now? We have the Duranamam. So Dur, and there is the Anam Dhatu. Anam. So that now allows us to use this 33126, and we can add the pratyaya Khal. So let's finish that one now. So we get, so Dur is what is allowing us to use 33126. So Dur, and then Anam. In fact, now we already put the nich over there also. So make it Nami. Nami. And then after that, add the pratyaya Khal. Add the pratyaya Khal. Pratyaya Khal. Okay, and then the Dura, etc., they are avyayas. They have no sup with them. Okay, thank you, Ushaji. Got the Gita shloka also. Ushaji already has it. Dushprapiti me matihi. Which adhyaya is that, Ushaji? Which adhyaya is that? Okay, so pratyaya Khal. In the Khal, what are the letters, Karthik?
The Khakara by Lashakwatadite and La by Halantyam.
Halantyam. So good. So Lashakwatadite, which is 138, and also Halantyam by 133. Akara Vishishyate. Okay.
Satishji,
Yes.
Has this Khal anything to do with 3470?
Yes, it does. Very much it does. Good point. Because this is the same which we noticed today in 3470. Tayoreva Krutyakta Khalarthaha. So you can only be used in the passive sense. The Khalarthaha means the Khal and its apavada, also the entire Khal section. In the meaning of Khal, all the pratyas can be used only in the passive sense. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Venkataraju is here. Oh, welcome. Namaskara, Venkatji.
Namaste, Satishji. Namaste, Satishji.
Namaste. So, Swagatam. So, yes, 6th chapter, very good. You know the Gita. Yes, Usha also 6th chapter. Yes, all of you, very good. Give me one more form in the Gita while I'm doing this one. It's very close by to that one, Ushaji, and Venkatji also. Dushprapa is in Gita. Very close to that is one more Khal Pratyaya in the same, like 1-2 shlokas away from that. Look in there, you'll find it. Okay. Yes, Kalpej is correct. So, Tayoreva Krutyakta Kalartha. Look at the meaning in Raghuvamsham what we have. This bow which was difficult to be bent. The bow was not bending somebody. It was being bent. So it is used like Dushprapa in Gita. So yoga is Dushprapaha. Yoga is hard to get for those people. So yoga is not getting somebody. It is being got by those people. Means being got with difficulty. Means hard to get. So yes, it's a good point. Is that this is also the apavada for Kartari Krit. This is used in the passive. This is Durgamam. Means it is difficult to be gone to. It's not the door, it's being gone to. Okay, alright, so then that is the good point. So let me put 3470 here also. So I forgot to put 33126. Ishad Sushu Kricha Krichartheshu Khal. And then after that, Tayoreva Krityakta Khalarthaha Karmani. Alright, Karthik, let's continue, Karthik. What can I do now?
Neranati.
Neranity can be used, yes, neranity, yes, because again we have this pratyaya which is akara, it's not valadi. So we can use, there's no good idagamaha, it also is a pratyaya which is the ardhatuka sanya because of the ardhakam sheshaha. So neranity, so ne lopasya, so duranama. So I think we got it, I think we are done here. Because we got duranama.
So sarvadhatuka ardhatuka will be overridden, huh?
With what you're talking about? Nami, there's no guna.
Sorry.
Good point. Yeah. What do you think, Karthik?
I think neranity will be an apavada.
No, because they have large domains, right? Neranity and this one. So they have different domains. Because neranity might apply in situations where guna may not be possible. If you take the pratyakta, for example, neranity applies. It has avakasha there also. What can help us? How about nitya? Will that help us?
Yeah, I think it will still help because even if it takes guna, it will still have the
even if you take guna adesha yadyapi syat, tathapi lopas syadeva. But if you do lopa, no guna is possible. If you do guna, it has sthanivad, you can take that. Still a niche is there, you can take lopa. So kalpesh, is that okay? You can, that's satisfactory?
Yes, satisfactory.
So because guna is parakaryam, kalpesh is a good point. But the niche lopa is a nitya karyam. So we have to do niraniti. Niraniti is the lopa. So basically that's the bottom line. Niraniti is nitya karyam. Niraniti, whenever it comes, it doesn't get, it is done. Okay, so Duranamam, and it's qualifying the Dhanuho, which is Napusalinga Pratipadikam. Duranamam is going to be declared now like Vana in this case. It's an adjective. In fact, comes in the Lita Sahasranama Stotram. Anybody chant Lita Sahasranama Stotram? Antar Mukha Samaradhya Bahir Mukha Sudurlabha. Bahir Mukha Sudurlabha. She's very hard to get for people whose mind goes outside. Sudurlabha, Durlabha Devi. She's hard to be got by people. Bahirmukha Sudurlabha, whose mind is turned outwards. Anyway, whose senses go outwards. Duranam. Okay, so here, Niraniti, we need that. Just let me put that one, 6451. Okay, now Gita, I didn't get the second form, any of you? Okay, it's right close to that one. If you go to Gita, I think we got Venkatji and Ushaji both got the form. Sanyatatmana yogo dushprapa iti me matihi vashyatmana yatata shakya vapta upayataha. Okay. Yes, very good. Has he got Durasadam? Yes, good. Well, he got 3 more. All right. So Samahatma Sudurlabha, Venkatji is on. Let me unmute him. Yes, Venkat, give us numbers for that.
Samahatma Sudurlabha. Bahunam Janmanamante, Bahunam Janmanamante, Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Samahatma Sudurlabha.
Okay, now how about this? What number will that be? Chapter 7, I think, right?
Yeah, 7, 14 or 16.
Okay, very good. Well, you're very good to have you. Gita knowledge is very good. Okay. Here we have found one more one for you, Venkatji. Here is one. Samshayam Mahabaho, Mano Durnigraham Chalam, Durnigraham. Another one, which is the Khalpratya. So Dukhena, Krishena Nigriyate, Durnigraham. It's difficult to control. So we do have many places in Gita. We put a couple of numbers here. So we have Khal in the Gita in 6 number 35. We also have in 6 number 36. So back to back. It is back to back Khal over here. 35, 36 we have in Gita. And also
the last verse in the 3rd chapter.
Last one in 3rd chapter. Yes. Very good. Thank you. So we really got Gita going here. Very nice to see. So 6, 35, 36. So there the dhatu is grah and ap. And the chapter 3, last verse, Venkatji is saying is correct. Well, last word also.
Yes.
Kamaluhum duras. What is the dhatu here, Venkatji? Now that you got all the nice forms. What is the dhatu here?
Don't know, Satishji.
This is dur a plus sad.
Sat.
Sad. Sidanti mamagatrani. Here comes in Gita chapter 1. Sidanti mamagatrani. Sidanti mamagatrani. Sidanti. Sad becomes Sidanti. So,
Pagradma.
Yeah, Pagradma. Thank you, Kalpeji. Also, what is the name of the first chapter, Venkatji? First chapter name in Gita?
Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Sad. Am.
There it is. There it is. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The same dhatu.
Upanishad also.
Upanishad, very good. Also in Ganana Antva also. See the sadhanam. Please accept your seat. See the sadhanam. In English also. Dhatu, the word seat and the word sediment, all from dhatu sad. Anyway, okay. Alright, so 3.43.
Satishji?
Yes.
I just had one question. Is this kal optional? Or is it always when dur and su or yushad come, it will come?
Well, in that meaning, khal can be used. So I think, the vakyam always is possible, because if you, but, Utsidrime lokaha, thank you, Ravi. Also, Utsidrime lokaha, dhatu seed coming in the 3rd chapter also. Utsideyur, okay, yes, correct. No, Karthik, in that meaning, khal can be used in that meaning. Yes, no, it is not, because where will be a vacuum? You cannot just use, dus and su to form a vacuum, can you?
Like I just had this doubt because we have these words Yushad Sprushtam, Yushad Vivrutam. We have tha pratyaya in there instead of the khal.
No, that ishad is an adjective there.
So it's not part of the.
It's not kricha artheshu, is it?
Mm.
I mean, easy and difficult, It's easy or difficult for you. That's also another problem.
Okay.
So ishad can be used as an adjective also, but in this meaning, khal can be used. Okay, so good. So we got 635, 636, 640. 343. Let me put these numbers down before I forget. 343. Okay. So khal in Gita. We got Gita going today. Very nice to see. So khal in the Gita is so you can see it's a well used pratyaya, used many times. So let's put 635, 636, and we'll also take, which Venkatji gave one more for us, and that's in the 7th chapter. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prabhadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. By the way, in that shloka, only durlabha only is the khal part of it. After that, you add the su, means atyanta durlabha. That's in there. So that su is not functioning, not easy, difficult to find. that su is not in the akritcharthe. Okay, let's go to the shloka. Let's see. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti rasam sukonteya punyo bijam balam balavatan shaham yechaiva satvika bhava tivirgunamair bhavair devi hesha vinamahi mudhaha chaturvidha. I think it's coming now. Okay. Okay, here it is. Bahunam janmanamante. Number 19. It says sudurlabha. This durlabha is the khal pratyaya, and then su is just add atyanta durlabha, very difficult to find. Okay, so 7.19. Lot of Gita going. 7.19. Thank you, Venkatji. Thank you, Ushaji, and Ravi also. All right, let's continue with this shloka. See what we get now. So that was the difficult part. So again, what does Malinatha say? He said duranamam anamayitum ashakyam namehe nyantat khal. So that's what we got the whole thing. Our objective in this class is to understand what Malinatha is saying. Okay, that's our objective. If we can understand that, then of course we can understand what Kalidasa is saying. That is our objective. All this we should understand fully well what he's saying. Okay, now dhanur vichintyacha duhitru shulkam. So now he's coming to the compound last one, which is the duhitru shulka samsthaya. The Pradipadikam here, Duhitru Shulka Samstha. It is like the Ramavat or Sitavat becomes Samsthaya, is the Tritiya Ekavachanam, it's Hetau, on account of that, because of the existence of this condition, which has to be fulfilled by his to-be son-in-law. So what is the commentary on that? Dhanur vichintyacha duhitru shulkam is kanya moolam jamatru deyam. So duhitru is kanya and shulkam is moolam, kanya moolam, the price, the condition for marrying his daughter. It says jamatru deyam. So jamatra deyam, to be given by the son-in-law. And he quotes from the Vishwaha, which is Shabdakosha. Shulkam ghattadi deye. Ghatta is like in Hindi what we say ghat, when that is the landing for the river, where the boat is like the dock, where the boats used to leave, So ghattadi deye. So you have to pay the fare. In English, it simply means fare. The fare, you have to pay the fare for the ride, Ghattadi deye syat jamatur bandhake api. That's the condition that you put. Bandhaka is that the agreement that you make. Agreement made with the son-in-law. Jamatuhu bandhake api. Jamatu is shashti of jamatru. Jamatur bandhake api iti vishwaha. So then he says tasya samsthaya. So what is Vigrahavakyam is giving Karthik? Tasya is referring to what? Vigraha Vakyam is between Duhitru Shulka and Samsthaya, he's saying. So this is Shashti Tatpurushaha. Duhitru Shulka and between Samstha is a Shashti Tatpurushaha. So Duhitru Shulkasya Nanurbhanga Rupasya Samsthaya. The Shulkam was of the form of the breaking the bow. That was the Shulkam. That was the price that has to be paid, the condition to be satisfied. Samsthaya equals Sthitya. Samstha is the word Sthiti. Okay, what sutram? Anybody? Where to find the sutram, Karthik? If I want to form the, oh, thank you. One more is coming. Venkatji, yes, one more. 11:17. Okay, let us see. 11:17 in Gita. In the meanwhile, while doing that, Karthik, find a sutram for the word samstha. How you can get that? Where will you go, Karthik?
Below Striyam thing.
Very good. You'll find like 2 minutes. You'll find it. Look, you'll find it. In the meanwhile, let me go to 11.17 in Gita. 11.17. Kritanam Gajinam Chakrinancha Tejo Rashim Sarvato Deepti Pasha. Durniriksham, yes, very good. Durniriksham Samantat. Durniriksham. But now this is not Kalpratya. Let me unmute him. Venkatji, is it Kalpratya now?
Nah. The Nirikshya, no.
Dhatu is ik. If it would have been Durniriksham, it would have been Kalpratya, wouldn't it be? This is ikshyam. Means this is a potential participle. Kritya Pratyaha. Which is fit to be seen, which can be, which may be seen. So this is a similar meaning, but it is going to be a potential participle form, not a Khal Pratyaya. Good, but good, because the Pratyaya only, Khal means only Akaraha. Here Dhatu is Iksh, and the Ya Shabda has come over here. So this is not the Khal Pratyaya, but it's a similar meaning though, yes. Good meaning, but not the same Pratyaya.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay, Karthik, ready?
Is it Atashchopa Sarge?
Very good, very good. Atashchopa Sarge, Atashchopa Sarge. And what Pratyaya is being used?
Ka.
So, okay. So, because here is Triyam Tin starts from here. The one we are trying to use is Atashchopa Sarge. So, let's see. What number is that, Karthik?
It is 33106.
106. Atashchopa Sarge. Anuvritti is coming from which one? Oh, Pratyaya. Pratyaya, no, Ang Pratyaya, isn't it? Pratyaya is Ang,
but actually, Kashika is saying Ka Pratyaya. The Kashika Vritti in that Ajita Krishnaji's site.
Let me see what's going on there. The 331 of the Sutram is correct. Ang Pratyaya Bhavati.
Yeah, Ang, it looks like Ang.
You want to write Sutram there? Really? Is there a typo in that? You know why that is? Because this Sutram Atashchopa comes in another place in Ashtadhyayi also. The same Sutram. Atashchopa Sarga and the Pratyaya there is Ka, I think. So,
actually,
okay,
Amarakosha gives Ang, I think. Amarakosha.
Yeah, Amarakosha, that book is a good book. Which, so that's a good weapon you have now, Karthik. Amarakosha book. Bhavata Astre Shastram, Vyakana Shastram Asti, much Shastram. So this is the, anyway. So what of this, so this Sutram is Atashchopa Sarge. Pratyaya should be Ang. But the same Sutram comes in another part of the Ashtadhyayi. And there seems to be some confusion in some places. Now that Sutram will create a, I think it comes in there.
136.
Thank you, 136. And it comes the Igupata Nya Pri Kiraha Kaha Atashchopa Sarge. So for example, this will create an active Kartari Krit, will create a agent noun. But only if you have the Akaranta Dhatu with Upasarga. To make things, to confuse things even more. There's a third Sutram. Which one is that, Karthik? Which sounds like this one. We have this Sutram Atashchopa Sarge in two places. One more Sutram which sounds like this one also is there. Atanopasarge Kaha. Atanopasarge Kaha. So these three are very confusing.
323.
And here the Pratyaya, this one is 323 Pratyaya is Kaha. Even in 31, that 136 also is Kaha. But now in this Triyamadhikar Pratyaya is Ang. There might be some typos going on here and there. So here what you want to use, the Pratyaya Ang is being used, Ang Pratyayaha. So anyway, for us right now, we are in Striyamadhikara in 33106. 33106, the Striyamadhikara, Atashchopa Sarge. So what is Sutram saying? If you have Adanta Dhatu ending in long A, which you do have, you have the Dhatu Stha right now. Upasarga also is there because you have Samstha. Samstha. Pratyaya is Ang. Let's finish this, Karthik. What do we want to do steps first quickly? So, okay. So let's take the Upasarga is Sam, and the Dhatu is Stha, and the Ang Pratyaya, Anubandha Lope, because of the, so it's a big hint for you, Karthik, for the next step, because you notice the Ng as Nit responding has put to Halantyam. So what sutra do we use here, Karthik? Kalpeshji, what sutram do you use here?
For what, Sadhiji?
What's the next step here? After putting the Ang, what's the next step in this? I got the Atasupasarge.
You get 6464? Ato Lopa Iticha.
Ato Lopa Iticha. Ato Lopa Iticha. Adhatuke. Ajada Vardhatuke Pare. So when you have the Ajadi Ardhatuka Pratyaya falling, which is Kit or Nit, Ato Lopa Iticha. That ending Akara is going to drop by 6464. Ato Lopa Iticha. Ato Lopa Iticha. Very important sutram it is. That entire adhikara of the Ardhatuke is important adhikara in 6.4. First of all, 6.4 is one of the most important pada in Ashtadhyayi in Angakaryam. It's a big pada also. The Bhasya adhikara it also has the Abhya Karyani. It also has a lot of very important things. And Ato Lopa Iticha 6464. You can remember the number also, you remember 6464 will do the Akara Lopa. The next step, Karthik, after that.
Ajadyata stop.
Very good. Ajadyata stop. Ajadyata stop. So now we have the Pratyaya. is still here. So 6464, then you add the Pratyaya top to that because Ajadyata stop. Anything ending in short A, as a default, will take the long A Pratyaya, top Pratyaya. So we get Samstha plus A, and then finally Akasami Dirgha. Akasami Dirgha will not finish it off. So we'll finish it off like that. So Samstha plus A by 414, and then you use Akasami Dirgha to finish the form, make it Samstha. Okay, so that is what, just to review some practice, Vyakaranam practice for us, because, let's practice some Vyakaranam. Samstha, and it gives the meaning. Samstha is Sthiti. Samstha Sthitau Share Nashe iti Vishwaha. Samstha has three meanings. Sthiti, existence or position. Share, in case of an arrow, or Nashe, destruction. Iti Vishwaha. So here using the word Sthiti. This is how beautiful they comment. You always back them up by using the Shabda Koshaha. Even the Pramanam. Pramanam is that. Iditaha means Baditaha. He was troubled. Now
So
he gives a summary also, he gives at the end. Shishuna Ramena Dushkaram Iti Dukkhitaha Iti Bhavaha. This job is difficult to be done by this small boy. Rama is a small boy, he cannot do this job. In fact, I wanted to marry Sita, but anyway, he cannot do this job. So he was worried. Okay, let's go to our...
Just a quick question. Any prayojan of that Ngakara as a nature there in Ang?
In Ang, what do you think, Karthik? Anything?
It's the Kiting Iti, right? So we use that Ato Lopa Iticha and it has the Ngakara.
Yeah, because first of all, Anuvritti is coming down.
Okay.
Is the Anuvritti is coming down, and not only that, sometimes when you may have to drop the Stri Pratyaya, you don't want the Dhatu Akara to be there. You want Stri Pratyaya to be there. So if Stri Pratyaya has to be dropped, the A will drop nicely.
Okay.
If the Dhatu Akara may not drop like that. So even though both are A and A, there is a difference between those two.
Okay.
Secondly, that the Anuvritti also is coming down, which may not, all of them may not be, the Adanta Dhatu. So there is Anuvritti is coming from the Shid Vidadibhyo Ang. So there you need Ang Pratyaya, you need this to stop maybe any Gunavriddhi also there might be, So 33104, lot of words are there, that you need to you may be able to not be able to, like the word like Kshi become Kshiya and all that, So there it might be required as well. So I think these are two reasons that I can think of.
Okay, thank you.
Is to you don't want Dhatu Akara will not be the same as the Stri Pratyaya top. And the in fact, how about this one, Kalpesh? How about the Halniyabhyo? Right? Because if you just had the word Samstha, and there is no, if you just made akasami dirgha, there is no a pratyaya there. You could not use halni abhya to make samstha as the pratama ekavachanam, right?
Right.
Because ap is required there. So anyway, all these places when the three pratyaya is required, we need to have the top over there for some reason. Okay, so let's see what else was there. Okay, now let's bring on Nagaraji. Is he ready? Is he ready for us?
Yes, sir.
Nagaraji, you're ready. Oh, very good. Yeah.
Namaste.
Namaste. Sagatam. Sajji Bhuta Bhavan, you're ready. Okay. Let's see. Let me get ready. Let me get. Okay. No, I'm down here. Okay. And I think and is not there.
Yeah.
When he saw. Okay. I think it's this one.
It's a Viksha.
Viksha, having seen. When he saw, having seen. The lovely.
Lalitam.
I think he has combined a few things here. I think you're right, Lalitam. I think it should be the lovely form of the
Lalitam Vapuhu.
Yeah, should have been, because the Vapu, I don't see the word Vapu has not been translated here correctly. So,
Yes.
yeah, so the lovely form. When he saw the lovely is Lalitam, which is Komalam. Vapu, you should supply that over here. The lovely form should be of the high-born lad. Which one is that?
Pratitha Vamsha Janmanaha.
Pratitha Vamsha Janmanaha, and the lad is which one? Boy?
That is Shishoho.
Shishoho. So of the high-born lad is the Pratitha Vamsha Janmanaha Shishoho.
Shishoho.
Should be the lovely form, Lalitam Vapuho.
Vapuhu.
And new. Okay. And having considered.
Vichintya.
Vichintya. So and is the cha is there. Cha is
Yeah,
there.
Cha Vichintya.
New is the Vichintya, having considered. The bow, which is that?
Dhanu.
Dhanuhu. And how stiff it was to bend. Actually, it was difficult to bend.
Duranam.
Duranamam. Which word is missing here? I think his own Dhanuhu. Some, having considered his own bow, which was difficult to bend. Okay. He grieved.
Piditaha.
So he was grieved. Piditaha asit. Okay, that is understood because of Tritiya. By that, so Tritiya, that he had set that as the price. So set that is probably some existence by the condition, and the price is
Shulka.
Correct. To win his daughter's hand. This is Duhitru. Duhitru Shulka Samstaya. Okay, good. So now let us go to the next shloka and let's see. Is Vain fixed the noise problem? Vain, are you there? Is your noise better now? What's your thing? Because we can
here.
go to the next.
You tell me.
Okay, let's use. I think you're fine now. If the noise comes back, we will. Something was there before, and now you're fine. Okay, let us look at the next shloka. Let's get the gist of it at least and see how much we can do today.
Satish, before you go to the next shloka, so Janakaha Piditaha, that is the Samanadikaranam between the two?
Samadikaranam, yes.
Yeah, so that Karmani or?
I'm sorry?
The Prayoga.
It's Karmani Prayoga.
So Janaka.
The karta is this one, I think Samsthaya. You can take it Heto, you can take it as Karta also, right?
Right.
So that the Vittu Shulka Samstha is Tritiya there, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that then he has gone into Karmani, is Piditaha Janakaha. So Taya Piditaha Asit.
Taya Piditaha. Taya Janakaha Piditaha, okay.
Taya Samsthaya Piditaha. So, okay, so that's this Karmani, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, when let's look at this one. Abravicha Bhagavan. Matanga Jair Yad Brihadbhirapi Karma Dushkaram. Again, Dushkaram is the same thing. Dushkaram is also the Khal Pratyaya here. Karthik, get ready. What is this? How did I get the Murdanya Shakara here? Find out. Sutram in 8.3. Okay. Tatra Naham Manumantam Utsahe Moha Vritti Kalabhasya Cheshtitam. One more time. Abravicha, I think comes in, all of you know the word Abravit comes in Gita. Raja Vachanam Abravit. Karthik, get ready. We need the Id Agama there. Okay. Abravitcha bhagavan matangajayir yad brihadhirapi karma dushkaram tatra naham anumantum mutsahe mogha vritti kalabhasya cheshtitam. One more time. Abravitcha bhagavan matangajayir yad brihadhirapi karma dushkaram tatra naham anumantum mutsahe mogha vritti kalabhasya cheshtitam. Okay, Padacheda, when you want to Padacheda for us? Yes, thank you, Ravi. Ravi already got the answer for the Ida Agamaha. Bruva Eat. The Ida Agamaha, Ravi is on mute, but he's helping us out. So he has got the Ida Agamaha and Bruva Eat. In fact, that is the difference between the Ida Agamaha and the Ida Agamaha. Ida Agamaha comes in 7.3. Now, why not do the Dirgha of the Ida Agamaha itself? Because there's no Ida Agamaha Prapti over here. Because you were not talking about pratyaya which is ardhaka pratyaya. This pratyaya tip which is abravit, the pratyaya tip is the pratyaya which is sarvadhataka pratyaya. So there was no question of doing it, taking advantage of the ida agama and making dirgha of that. Atra id nasti eva. There is no ida agama, but there is directly an ida agama. Okay, let me just for the clarify what I'm saying. Is the ida agama, the short e, that comes in 7.2. And the main sutram is the ardhadhataka valade. And then sometimes becomes dirgha also, like grihitva in Gita chapter 16. Mohat grihitva sadgrahan. That grihitva is the ida agama becoming dirgha, which is not what we have here. We have an ida agama directly, which Ravi has given the sutram for us, and that is 7393 Bruva Eat. Bruva Eat. Okay. We'll look at the vritti for that in a second, but there is the ida agama 7393. Okay, when Padacheda for us, when you think you can do it?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, let's try. You can take a look down here also. It's fine.
Yeah. Abravit.
Okay. Abravit, yes.
Cha.
Cha, correct.
Bhagavan.
Bhagavan, correct.
Matangajaihi.
Matangajaihi.
Yad.
Yat, correct.
Brihadbihi.
Brihadbihi.
Api. Karma dushkaram.
Karma dushkaram, yes.
Tatra. Na aham. Anumantum. Utsahe. Mogha vritti kalabhasya. Cheshtitam. Yeah.
Cheshtitam. Okay, so Padacheda is done. Okay. What is Tingantam Padam here?
Abravit.
Abravit. Dhatu here is what?
Dhatu is
Brewing Vyaktayam Vachi.
Vyaktayam Vachi. Thank you, Kalpi. Dhatu is brew, long brew. Brewing Vyaktayam Vachi. It's Uvayapaji Dhatu. So let's take that. Let's finish this form. All we need is the. Can you help us with some steps at least, and I can give you the ida agamaha. So only Vishesha is ida agamaha. Okay. So we have the first one. We have the ad agama here because we have the lang lakaraha. Lang lakara. The question is here. The ad agama comes. Yes, thank you, Ravi. Bring Vyaktayam Vachi. And of course Uvayapaji Dhatu because it has the Chavarga Panchama as an it. It becomes Uvayapaji. Now. Adagama comes in 3 lakaras, right? Which is lung, rung, shodadattaha. So lung, and rung. The rung requires the siya pratyaya to come there, which we don't have. It's very rare. So now between lung and lung, which one is this? For one obvious reason, which one is this?
Looks like lung.
Why can it not be lung? Anybody in the class?
Because it takes Gana Vikarna.
Does it become vach in lung?
Yes. It cannot be lung because brew vachi. Because the entire brew becomes vach adhadhatuke. So that means cannot be because when you do the lung prakriya, you get the pratyaya sich. Sich pratyaya is a pratyaya which has the adhadhatuka sanya. So adhadhatuke pare bruvaha vachadesha bhavati. So this cannot be lung lakara. It has to be lung only.
Also the idagama is only for sarvadhatuka.
Yes, idagama also we can do that because, but correct. It has the ardha. Thank you, Ravi. The adhikara here is ardha dhatuke. This comes in 2 places in Ashtadhyayi. We already saw the one in 6.4. From 6.446 it starts. Gives angakaryani. But here this is also a from 2.435 when you get the dhatu adesha. So here this is 2, 4, 53. Vru vachihi. Vru becomes vach ardhadhatuke. So this could not be lung lakaraha. So 2, 4, 53, and again as Kalpeji said, also other reasons also. But the fundamental reason is 2, 4, 53. Let's put it like this over here. Okay. So 2, 4, 53 says that 2, 4, 53 changes, replaces brew with vach when the pratyaya following is ardhadhatuka sanya. When ardhadhatuke, so then ardhadhatuke. So this could not be, so that tells us immediately that this will not be, therefore abravit is not a lung prayoga because Bru did not become vach. So now you can look at the ending itself, you can figure it out. Vishay Saptami, not Parasaptami. That's fine. So this is, in the sense of ardhatuke. As long as ardhatuka is in the, doesn't have to follow. Ardhatuka pratyaya should be in the context of ardhatuke. It becomes what the point Ravi is making. It doesn't have to be Parasaptami. It's Vishay Saptami. So as long as the context is ardhatuke, it's going to become a vach. So therefore, abravit cannot be the abravit cannot be lung. All right. Now let's see. Yes. Yes.
This lit, it really, can you say this should have been lit and not long?
So lit takes abhyasa, no adagama.
No, not from grammar point of view. From Kalidasa wasn't there when Janaka.
Oh yeah. In terms that way, because to be paroksha, right?
They just go back and forth, right? It's kind of
the
okay.
The paroksha condition is not really that much. I think it's not there that followed
so
that.
They go
close.
back and forth.
Yes, it is available.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
Technically speaking,
yeah.
Okay. It should be it should become watch anyway. It should have become watcher really.
Yeah. Right.
Watcher.
right.
But it's not. Okay, let's finish this one. Karthik, you want to do this one for us now?
First we'll bring lung.
Yeah. So first let's bring in the lung pratyaya. In fact, we can skip some steps. We'll begin shap also and bring tip. So lasya adhikaraha being tip tajji. So let's bring the shap and tip. And then what happens after that?
Adiprabhritibhya shapaha.
Shapaha. Adiprabhritibhya shapaha shapluk. So in the adadigana dhatus, we can remove the shab by what number is that? Adiprabhritibhya shapaha. It's in 2.4.
2.4.
2.4. So there's the look prakaranam is in 2.4. This is the Adiprabhritibhya 2.472. Actually 2.472 Adiprabhritibhya shapaha. So we get a bru plus tip. So shapluk. In fact, because the look, no angakaram is possible because normally you have pratyaya lope, pratyaya lakshanam. But when you do the look, shlu, look, nalumata angasya, so you cannot do any angakaram based on the pratyaya which has gone. Otherwise, you could do the sarvadhataka yoho gunaha. But no, guna cannot be done because nalumata angasya. So 2.472 shapluk, nalumata angasya. So you cannot do any guna. So what's the next step?
Itascha will have. And also the brewer eat.
And then brewer eat, yes. So we do itascha and brewer eat. So, but how about guna, Karthik? The tip can act on the brew, cannot it?
Yeah, but I think it will be the sthanivad adeshonal vidau. Achaf parasmin purva vidau.
Now, what do you think, Kalpesh? Can you answer that?
No, achaf parasmin purva vidau.
Can we use that and stop the guna here? What do you think, Kalpesh?
I think you can still do the guna.
Okay, because this is interesting now. Okay, let me do this guna first. See put this here. The guna is required.
Yeah.
This is just a karyam. Keep that in mind. So we'll be honest also. let's say 3 for 100, and we then did the Sarvadhatuka Artakayoho Guna. Okay. Now the point which Karthik is making is that when you do a Ajjadesha, I think the one thing that you're missing, Karthik, is Paranimittaka Ajjadesha, it should be. This Ajjadesha was done by what is Nimittam for that? Not the Tip Pratyaya.
Yeah, that was Adipratyipashapaha, right?
Only Adipratyipashapaha only. So the Adesha, the look was done not because of the Tip Pratyaya. That was not the one causing the see. When the tip causes the look, then you cannot do any. If that was the case, you could not then go and do the guna before that,
Sadish, isn't that like Paranimitta, you do the Karya on the Purva? So
say it again?
Because of the Nimitta of the Para, you do the Karya on the Purva, right? Acha Parasmin Purva Vido. So the Vidhi is on the Purva.
Karya on the Purva, but the Ajjadesha was not Paranimittaka Ajjadesha.
But the Sarvadhatuka
Let's look at the vritti for that. Okay, because let's look at the vritti. So everyone in the class can follow. What we are talking about is that the Shap Pratyaya came and went away. Does that have Sthanivat Bhavaha? When you have to do a Puro Vidhau, an action to the left of that. So there are, that sutram is 1157. It's an important sutram. Achas Prasyan Puro Vidhau. So when Ajjadesha is done, and you want to do an action to the left of that, Pura Vidhau, then the Ajjadesha has the Sthanivat Bhavaha. So then the, as if the Shap is still there, then you could not, then the Ikara will be Upadha, and that will not be Laghu, cannot do any guna for that. The Ukara, I'm sorry, the U will be the Upadha, it will not be Laghu, and you could not do guna for that. But that 1157 requires the Ajjadesha to Paranimittaka. Look at the vritti for that. So 1150, Acha Prasin Pura Vidhau. Is that, here it says, Nimitta Saptami. So, Vishaya Saptami. So it says Ajadesha Paranimittaka. This is the one that's the important condition, I think, Kalpeshan Karthik. If you don't have that over here. Ajadesha is not Paranimittaka Ajadesha. It was Adipratyipradya Shapaha. Adipratyipradya Shapaha. It only required the Adadigana Dhatu to be there. The tip had nothing to do with the Shap look. The tip brought the Shap, in fact, into there. Look was done by the Adipratyipradya Shapaha, not by the tip being there. So it was not a party to the Shap, to the look, Ajadesha being taking place at all.
Okay, so the Ajadesha, which is Paranimittakaha, for the Purva Vidhi. Okay, Purva Vidhi
we do have, that is fine.
Okay.
But the Ajadesha, this is not satisfied over here. Nimittaka is not for Nimittaka. So it has to be caused, the Ajadesha must be caused by that something which is to right hand side, which is not done. This was Adipratyibhya, Panchami. It came from the left hand side Nimitta. It was Pura Nimitta, not Paranimitta. So that was what was stopping that. Okay, so the tip can do gunas, and we get do the up-bro, and then now we use 7393. Look at the vritti for that also. 1793, and we can do the Idagamaha. I think it requires Haladi, Pit, Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya. A lot of conditions there. Dhatu should be Bru. Pratyaya should be, which is a Haladi. It should be Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya. And it should be also Pit Pratyaya. So all these conditions have to be satisfied. It's all satisfied because the tip was there. It is Haladi. And because of Ting Shit Sarvadhatukam, it is a Sarvadhatuka Pratyaya. So all that put together, and Dhatu is Bru, we also have that, nothing in between. So everything is satisfied to do the Bruva eat. Look at the vritti for that one more time. Always check the vritti. Always check the vritti, okay? So Bruva iti etasmad uttarasya haladehe pitaha sarvadhatukasya idagama bhavati braviti abravit, etc. Abravit is already here, abravit. Should be haladi pratyaha. Should be pit pratyaha, should be sarvadhatuka pratyaha. Dhatu is Bru, everything is there. And Ravi also said the Adagamaha. Adagamaha is by the Sutram 6471. Put that number there also. So 6471 got the Adagamaha. So now after all of this we get the eat, and then what do we do, Karthik? Id agamaha comes to which one? Adyando takito. The pratyaya takes the id agamaha. So we get a, bro, then eat, echo yavayava after that. Echo yavayava, abravit. So after you do 6178, do echo in place of o, put av, get the form echo yavayava, avvadeshaha. You'll get abravit, abravit. So Tingantam is a great practice of the Panini engine, There's a lot of the interactions are there, sanyas are there. You can use also the sandhi rules and different things. So abravit is a fine. Okay, to summarize now, the only special karyam which was specific to the dhatu bru, only one karyam, this bruva eat. Shesham sarvam samanyam. Everything else is, is general work, nothing special to bru. So always know the domain of what you're in. What is the domain of these sutras? The Adagama domain was in 3 lakaras, lung, lang, rung. Then shap is any kartari shap, so this sarvadhatuke, so that also is there. Then this one domain was the adiprapradibhya. This is only for the second gana dhatus. Okay. Itascha is for any nit lakara. Look at all these domains. They're all different domains. Yes, thank you, Ravi. Abrutam, abruvan, abravihi, etc. In the next form is what Ravi is saying, abrutam. It will be the dhatu bru is there. The pratyaya is because of tasastam form tam tam tamaha. Tas becomes tam. But that is not a pit pratyaya. So it becomes abrutam and abruvan. But they become abravihi, etc. So this 3, 4, 100, the domain is nit lakaras. This is the lakara sambandhi adesha. And this one we already talked about. This 7384 domain is any pratyaya which is sarvadhatuka atva pare. This one is only for dhatu bru with these 3 conditions. So all different domains. This is on 3 lakaras. This one is for kartari sarvadhatuke. This one is for adiprabhatibhyaha. This one is for the nit lakaras. This one is for any pratyaya which is sarvadhatuka pratyaha. This one is the smallest domain, dhatu bru with this haladi pit sarvadhatuka pratyaya. And of course, echo yava is any h followed by in any situation, h followed by an ach will do that. Okay, so you got the form abravit. Please practice these rules, abravit. Okay, let's do what we did last time. Let's follow Malinatha, and then let's finish this one. Then we stop the class. Continue next time. You ready, Vain, for us? Abravitcha. Okay, what does Malinatha say? Abravitcha. What's the next comment he makes?
Munim iti sheshaha.
Munim iti shesha. What does that mean? To supply the word munim. He spoke to whom? He's not in the shloka.
Says to the muni. Okay.
So he is supplying the karma for that dhatu bru is the munim. It's not in the shloka. So please understand, he spoke to the muni. Vishwamitra miti sheshaha. What's the next comment that he makes then?
Says kim iti.
What is the meaning of that?
Why so?
Yeah, kimiti has 2 meanings. When is a good point. Kimiti means why. But this is not the meaning here. It means what. Kimiti, yes, Ravi is correct. What did he say? But when is a good point. The kimiti is idiomatic. Kimiti means why so? Why? Kimiti. Very idiomatic. You can use this expression many times. Kimiti. Why is that? So why so? Why so? Kimiti. Why so? But that's not the meaning here. This is kim. Iti means what did he say? Then it's coming. What did he say is coming. Okay. Hey Bhagavan. So what is the comment for Bhagavan? What is the comment for that? Oh. Bhagavan equals?
Bhagavan Mune.
Mune. This is not to hey Bhagavan like oh Lord, not to not to Bhagavan. Bhagavan means oh Lord, oh Muni. Okay. The Bruhad Bhi, no commentary. But very large. By Bruhad Pratipadikam. So Mahad Bhi. So Bruhad Akarihi. So when we have big size people, Bruhad Bhi. The Matanga Jaihi, what's the commentary on that?
Mahagajaihi.
Mahagajaihi. Matanga Jaihi, Mahagajaihi. Matanga was the Rishi apparently. And all the elephants were born from him, by the way. That's the mythology is that. So Matangad Munehe Rishehe. Jayate iti matangajaha. You see this detail next time. The pratyaya is da is added over here. The dhatu is jan. Upada samasaha. Panchamyam janir daha is sutram, I think. So that will give the da pratyaya. We'll do it next time. Matangaja is mahagajaihi. And as which Kalpesh pointed out, this is a Tritiya Vibhakti here. This Dushkaram, the Pratyaya Khal, which you already saw today, is a passive form. The passive form. And then, so Krishna Kriyate Dushkaram. Very hard to do. So now the Karta has gone Tritiya over here. Mahagajaihi. Api.
Yeah.
Api means no commentary, even.
Even.
Okay, so Yat was the commentary of Yat. Not commentary, but connection.
No, Yat
Yat
is the
karma.
commentary for Dushkaran, Yat karma.
So he's connecting Yat with karma. Yat karma. Yat karma. So karman pradipadikam is prathama ekavachanam. Okay, Vasu has a question. Yes, Vasu?
Satish ji,
Yes.
Durmedha,
Durmedha, it will be.
Durmedha,
Durmedhas pradipadikam.
yeah, would it be considered a Kalpratyaya or not?
No, because, see the kal pratyaya, because Durmedhas pradipadikam, Vasu.
Okay.
Should be ending in a, It is not Durmedhas. So it will be different. It's a Bahuvari compound.
So what are the test things you look for?
Look for Ishaddusu, correct? And then it should be an adjective. There should be a dhatu in there. Pratyaya should be only a. Khal means only akaraha. Okay? It will be declined like Rama, Sita or Vana. It will be an adjective to something which is either difficult or hard. So that is what is the conditions for this pratyaya. In Durmedhas pradipadikam, it's not declined like Rama, is it? Because Durmedhaha anyway. So Dur was there. And the dhatu also, I don't think this dhatu med dhatu may not be there also. We'll see a problem there also. So there should be a pratyaya of a only. Ishaddusu should be an adjective after that. So I think the a pratyaya is not there. Different pratyaya is there. Okay, so what's the next thing then over here?
Karmani, etra karmani, okay, karma.
So tatra is where in the shloka tatra? It's over here. Tatra.
Yeah.
Tatra equals karmani. Means tasmin karmani.
Tat karma.
So yat karma dushkaram bhradbhi matangajaihi api tasmin karmani. So yat tat prayoga is there. In one case you have the yat is sakshad yat, tatra means tasmin. So that is what is happening. Tatra means tasmin karmani, na kalabhasya, which is what? Balagajasya. So kalabha is the vocabulary for us. Kalabha is balagajaha. Balagajaha means he is a young elephant. And now we quote Amar Koshaha. Kalabha kari shavakaha. Shavaka is a young one. The young one of an elephant is kalabha. Kalabha kari shavakaha ityamaraha. Next one, mogha vritti.
Mogha vritti. Vyartha vyaparam.
So vyartha vyaparam is qualifying cheshtitam. Cheshtitam equals sahasam. Sahasam. So sahasam means the daring or the courage. So cheshtitam could generally mean any action, but here means sahasam. It is a daring which is useless. Vyartha vyapara. So mogha means useless. It has no. So mogha vrittihi.
Oh,
Yasya tat cheshtitam. Now Karthik, cheshtitam, what sutram are you using in cheshtitam?
Arakadibhyo itach.
No. That will be cheshtitam will be, cheshta sanjata. It will be qualifying somebody. The important thing is that itach will qualify somebody. It is qualifying somebody here? Like tarakitam nabhaha. Like pushpitaha taruho. But here this is not qualifying somebody.
Napumsake bhavektaha.
Very good. Napumsake bhavektaha. This is not from Nishtha Sutram. This is Napumsake bhavektaha. You can also create neuter nouns using the same pratyaya kta, Napumsake bhavektaha. So like balakasya hasitam, the boys laugh. Tasyaha cheshtitam, which you have it here, cheshtitam. Tasyaha jalpitam, her talk. So this is not an adjective. The important thing is this is not an adjective. Once you realize that, It will not be Sutram Nishtha, which we saw earlier in the Prior Shloka. The Prior Shloka, what did we see? We saw this Piditaha, Janakaha Piditaha Asit. This Piditaha is qualifying Janakaha. So this is clearly not Napunsaka either. So that itself is down right there. This is Pullinga. So we cannot have it. If you see a neuter form, which is not qualifying anybody, it's a noun, then think of Napunsake Bhavektaha. So this is not a adjective. This is a so when you say Jalpitam is same as Jalpanam. You know, you use the ana forms, right, in the neuter to make the ana to form the bhave. Lyutcha is the next sutram, I think, after Napunsake Bhavektaha, Lyutcha. The Lyut forms are very common. You know those forms, right? So Jalpanam is same as, so Hasitam is same as Hasanam. Hasitam and Hasanam give the same form, Napunsake Bhavektaha. Yes, Napunsake Bhavektaha 33114, Lyutcha 33115. We see it in detail next time. So let's see. So anyway, this is a noun. This is qualifying that noun. Moga vritti is qualifying Cheshchitam. What kind of compound this is, you think? I think I already gave the answer, but Ben, what's the compound this is?
Moga vritti?
Something very obvious here, which Kartik knows anyway. So what is it? Vritti is what kind of word is vritti? It's like striyam tin, right? It should be a feminine noun.
Yeah, right.
It will never become moga vritti like that. Linga parivartanam. It has changed gender, hasn't it? So vritti declined like mati. It will become dvitya, will become, it'll become vrittim. Not moga vritti like that. This is a decline like vari shabda now. Because it's qualifying cheshchitam. So cheshchitam was a neuter noun. Moga vritti is qualifying, so you can say mogha vrittihi yasya tat cheshchitam. It's a bahuvari compound. Because samo napusakat luksya, samo luksya, so this pratyaya has taken look to become moga vritti. So this is a clear indication this is a bahuvari compound. It's qualifying somebody neuter. You know that from here also you can know it has to qualify somebody neuter. This is decline like vari shabda now. That means this has to be a neuter noun over here. So so vari. I say vyartha vyaparam, he says. So okay, Cheshitam equals sahasam, anumantum na utsahe. Look at how beautifully he did that. He did the subject, object, verb. Subject, object, verb. The verb was last, na utsahe. And actually this anumantum na utsahe. What's sutram for Kartik? For tumun. Tumun is used in three main places. And the difficult thing about tumun is that the sutras are kind of far apart. Makes it hard to. What is the main sutram for tumun? When you have kriyartha, kriya is there. Kriyartha, kriya. When you do something for doing something else.
Kriyayam kriyarthayam.
Kriyayam kriyarthayam. So when is the kriyartha, kriya is there, upada. Then what number is that, Kartik?
3310.
3310. Thank you, Kalpesh. 3310. Okay. Do we have that over here?
3465.
3465. So 3310 we don't have because it's not like he is. What is the anumantum na utsahe? It's not like he is doing the anumati for doing something else. Like so bhoktum gacchati. So he is not like the utsahe is being done for the anumantum. It's not kriyata kriya is not. There's no sequence like that. One kriya after the other. He's going to do the utsahe now, anumantum later. It's not there. Because remember this is the bhavishyati adhikaraha. We are in the, I know we are out of time right now, but we are in the bhavishyati adhikaraha, start from 333. So when you do one kriya, with intention of doing another kriya afterwards, based on that kriya, for the sake of doing another kriya afterwards. So he says, so patitum vasati, he stays there to study. So he's staying here and he's going to study. Not simultaneous. The bhavishyati is later action. We don't have that over here. It's not like he's he's not excited. He's not willing now to do the anumati later. No, it's not there. So that's one thing is gone. One more thing is that there's ichcha is there, and that comes in 3 lakarata prakriya. When you have the so aham gantum ichchami, bhoktum ichchami, liktum ichchami. So when that sutram is samana. it comes in 3.3. And when you have the Ichchata Dhatu, then you can use this also. That's the thing about Samana Kartakeshu Tumun. Ichchartheshu, Samana Kartakeshu Tumun. Also common use. So Aham Gantum Ichchami, Drashtum Ichchami. Comes in Gita. Drashtum Ichchami Te Rupam. Drashtum Ichchami. 11th Adhyaya. 11th Drashtum Ichchami comes. So that also we don't have over here because the Dhatu has Utsaha. So we don't have that Upapada as the Ichchartheshu, we don't have. Then what Kalpesh ji said, the right answer, Karthik, for today, Sutram for today, Karthik, is 3465, which says that when you have these certain dhatus, Shaka Dhusha, Nya, Gla, Ghata, Rava, Lava, Krama, Saha, there it is, Saha. Arha, Astyartheshu Tuman. So, Vaktumarasya Sheshana, Bhagavad Gita, Vaktumarasya Sheshana, Divyayatmi Bhutayaha. You ought to tell me in detail your Divya Vibhutis. Vaktumarhasi. So you ought to tell me. So here also Saha. So 3465 is the one that we are using here. We'll look at in detail next time. I think, so let's look at the translation, we'll stop. Nagaraj, you ready? If you're ready, we can do a translation. If not, I think we can get also maybe, let's see, if is Venkatji, are you there? Venkatji, you want to try this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's give a translation. I know you're also a Adhikrita Anuvadakaraha, also an authorized translator. So let us try. Okay. All right. Let's see what it is. And what is and?
Cha.
Cha. Okay. He said.
Abravit.
Abravit. Abravit. Remember, Abravit is the third person singular, so the Adhyaratam. Raja Uvacha, Janaka Uvacha, Parthiva Uvacha. A great saint. Sambodhana.
Bhagavan.
Bhagavan. I dare not. Okay.
Na utsahe.
Correct. Na utsahe. And utsahe is the Uttapurushaha. It can only be aham. Because only asmad can be used in Uttam Purusha. Only yushmad you can use in Madhya Purusha. And everything else is Pratham Purusha. So would say you don't have to say aham. It can be nobody else. It has to be asmad ekavachanam. Linga veda api nasti. Because asmad is same in Pullinga or Strilinga api. So this has to be only aham. Okay, so I dare not na utsahe. Consent.
Aham is there anyway, but.
Oh, is there? I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
aham. Okay. I take it back. Okay, so aham is there. Aham, thank you, Ben. Aham, no, everything is there. But even without aham, we could say the same.
Right.
Consent.
Consent.
Anumantum.
So I'm there not to consent. Okay, that. Maybe yat, you can try yat maybe. Yat karma matangajaihi. So that which is difficult to do by this.
Yes.
So in that, I'm not keen on approving that. So I just take the yat shabda for time being. Yat.
Yat tat.
Okay, so yat tat correct. A bull calf. Kalabhasya should vainly
Moghavritti
and then try cheshtitam. Try a task, cheshtitam. Which really is the yat.
Yat.
And that for tatra, that one. Even is what? This one here.
Api.
Even is api. Huge elephants.
Matangajaihi
equals Mahagajaihi. Malinath has said that. So this is based on the commentary. Mahagajaihi, Matangajaihi. Find hard to accomplish.
Bruhadbhihi, huge. Bruhadbhihi.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you're right. Yes, I take it back. No, thank you. No, yes. So huge is Bruhadbhihi. Correct. I take it back. Huge is Bruhadbhihi. Elephants is Matangajaihi. That's correct. In fact, let's go to the commentary. My mistake. You're right. My mistake. Because the commentary because he's commented on both together. Okay. So my mistake. So Bruhadbhihi Matangajaihi is Mahagajaihi. What Malinatha says. But the Mahat part is not from the Matangaji, from the Bruhadbhihi. Okay, thank you. So that was my mistake. This together commentary he has made Mahagajayi. Okay, so the Bruhat Bihi Matangajayi is equal. This total put together is Mahagajayi. Okay, and then okay, find hard to accomplish.
Dushkaram.
Dushkaram, and karma is understood.
Karma.
That is understood. I think the task. I think the karma. Call it task. So. Okay, so that's that. We'll be out of time, so we'll continue next time. So I think we got some good participation today. Any questions, I'll stay back. We'll do the Mangalacharanam. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Bhiyata Nishachara Chamo Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittale Sada Bhautame Bho Rama Mamudhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Onnamaiti. Couple of easy homeworks for you. Dushkaram, find out where the Shakara comes from, Bunur Shakara. And also in this Anumantum, how come this Nakara did not drop by 6,437? Because we had a word like Matihi and Matam. Then Nakara drops. In Anumantum it did not drop. There must be some condition there which has not been satisfied here. So look at 6,437. This Nakara did not drop. And if you have time, practice the next couple of shlokas for next class. We have more fun when there's more participation. It's more fun, than me talking all the time. Then so we have more fun. We have more people. So, okay. Any recording okay, Kalpesh? We are fine.
Yes, we are fine. Yes, we are fine.
Karthik, you did recording, right? Okay.
Yes, Satish.
Fine. Okay. So then, if no questions, then Shubharatri. Happy Ekadashi one more time, and Hari Om.
Hari Om.